Welcome, welcome to our first call on healing from the chaos and frenzy of the coronavirus and just helping people get back into peace and harmony. I um, I originally wanted to put this out as like a prayer, and we will be doing prayers on a little mini healing. But as the days gone through, I keep getting downloads. They need to hear about this and this and this and this topic, this topic. So it might end up being like a little mini workshop as well. So please just open up and be receptive to whatever it is that flows through me today. And I'd love for you guys to keep yourselves muted when you're not talking, and feel free to type in the chat if you have questions, comments, or requests. Some of the things that we're going to do, um, and I made a little list. I usually am just totally flowing in the moment, but so many things were coming that I had to jot some stuff down. So, we're going to do some prayers, some mini healing. We're going to talk about boundaries. We're going to release fear. We're going to do some prosperity work for us, for the global economy. We're going to work on inner safety, outer safety, peace and calm, faith and trust. Okay? So, we've got a great agenda for this call. Please, no driving or operating heavy machinery during it, especially during the healing part. And feel free to have a pen and paper out. Sometimes I'm going to be asking questions, and I'm going to ask you guys to raise your hands. So if you can be on video, that would be preferable. Or if for some reason you can't, or on a phone, if you can at least hit the raise hand when I ask you questions, so parts of it will be interactive. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start with a prayer, and I'll lead into a group healing, and then we'll do the various topics and some experiential work, okay? You can pray in whatever way resonates with you. I'd like to ask the blessings of the Supreme God, Divine Mother, Divine Father, all the great, great ones, Lord Christ, all the angels, healing angels, holy archangels, all the spiritual guides, healing ministers, thank you. Thank you for the healing on all levels, blessing and healing us, our family, our friends, our loved ones, healing this planet, healing humanity, clearing out fear, chaos, anxiety, dis-ease, releasing all virus energy, dissolving and disintegrating all virus energy. Thank you for helping everyone, especially the ones that know you're a bit more sensitive and empathic and feel things. Thank you for isolating, helping them to isolate from the group mass thought forms so that they're not feeling every little thing that's happening in the ethers right now. And may the entire aura of this planet be cleansed and purified so that the group thought forms are that of peace and calm and faith and trust and health, lots of health and vitality and prosperity and abundance, and knowing that everything is going to be working out. May this challenge that's happening right now be a wonderful opportunity to go deeper into a connection with Spirit, with God. to connect to our higher souls, divine spark, to God, to the divinity within all. For the more we connect to the divine and really breathe in those blessings, healing, peace, and calm, the easier it will be. Thank you for helping our local US and global economy to be boosted. May prosperity still flow even in the midst of whatever this is. May people have the insight to, for example, buy gift certificates at their favorite restaurants so that they can still bring prosperity to those kinds of restaurants and stores and use them as this chaos has lifted. Thank you for the feeling of safety, inner safety, outer safety. Thank you for healthy space and boundaries. Thank you, God, for the divine guidance, help, and protection. Amen. So continue to keep your eyes closed, though. I'm going to just work on you guys energetically right now. Be open and receptive. Again, like no driving during this. I want you to be able to receive. So, breathing into your heart, letting your heart chakra open and activate. This will help to bring more calm, peace, and calm into you. And the more your heart is activated, the more your crown chakra can open up for spiritual blessings, as well as intuition and guidance. Good. Let all negative, unhealthy cords be cut, 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 released. Let go of all the fear, all the stress, all the worry, all the anxiety, all the panic, all the chaos, all the fear mongering. Let go of the just how scary it seems when you walk into a store and see many aisles with just nothing in them, blank shelves. Just acknowledge and be with whatever fear or emotions are there, and then let them go. Inhale in the blessings, exhale out all the negativity. It's really important that we do this as a group and as a society. Otherwise, we will m- make this into something even bigger than it is, and will be affected by it far longer than needs be. So we need to take personal responsibility for our thoughts and make sure that we keep them clean, as clean and positive and peaceful as we can possibly make them. So I'm going to keep doing clearing. And I want you to be open and receptive to healing, but also at the same time listen to a story that I want to share with you. So there's this spiritual story. I don't have all of the exact details, but what I will share you'll resonate with probably. So there was this conversation between a monk, he was a saint and this angel, and he was an angel of death. And he came to this village, and the saint was aware of this angel, and he said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what are you doing here?" I'm paraphrasing. And the angel said, "There's, I'm here to bring the plague." And the saint said, "I don't want the plague in my village." And the angel said, "I'm sorry, but it is my job to bring it. There's two people with whom are, it's their karma to get sick and have the plague." And so begrudgingly, the saint agreed because he understands the law of karma. You can't buck against it. But knowing that it was only going to be two people, he said, okay. And the angel of death gave those two people plague. And then people kept dying, like in addition to those two people, almost 100, I believe. And the angel angrily, or the saint angrily went back to the angel and was like, "What happened? You said there's only going to be a couple people who are dying, and there's almost 100." And the angel said, "I only took two. All the rest were killed by fear. All the rest were killed by fear." So the moral is our fear can literally kill us. It can kill our energy. It can kill our health and vitality and our immune system. And when we release that fear, which I'm inviting you to do now throughout this whole call, it'll strengthen all your immunity and your capacities to just be the best version of you to get through this. Like, I am not afraid of getting sick. I'm not afraid of getting a virus. I'm not afraid of dying. What does concern me, though, is how much it's affected our economy and the overall like chaos energy that has come out of it. And so let's all just really go like arm in arm, heart to heart, and shed so much love and so much light here on this planet that it mitigates and transmutes whatever fear is there. Whatever sickness, dis-ease is there, let it be dissolved, disintegrated, transmuted, healed now. Release it out of your auras, release it out of your body, release it out of your psyche, release it out of this planet, release it out of your family, release it out of your wherever you work, your coworkers. Let us band together to just bring more light and get back into the peace place so we can all recover as a group much, much faster. I'd like you to also release shock. There's an energy that I've noticed, like in addition to just like the fear and stuff that we've been talking about, but like shock and Some people are numbing out or like popping out of fear. So, whatever emotions you've got there, and shock for how fast this just like hit. And, at a global level, we just weren't ready for something like this. So, let go of all that shock energy because it's hard to let the energy flow if you're still in shock. And also release anger because some people are really angry, like angry that this is happening, angry that, their kid's school got closed and they don't have proper child care to or the money to cover it. And so it's affecting their work, or angry that their place of work got closed down. I live in Southern California in Orange County, and schools here closed, my church closed, my like so many of the stores, you know, the aisles are bare of anything that was, household goods or non-perishables. So it isn't like that everywhere, but it is some places. Okay, so wherever you live, send light there, send peace, and acknowledge whatever emotions you got, because we're human, right? So we're going to have emotions. And there are times when I'm really at peace, and then there's times when I feel an energy of anxiety, and the unknown of not knowing what the heck is going on and when will this end and how it's going to affect your life in unknown ways. So whatever is there for you, I want you to, there's different ways that you can release. If you're devotional, you can literally like offer it to God. Okay, like imagine God in front of you and offer it to God. If you are, if you want to imagine that there's an energetic fire in front of you, or if you're close to the ocean, like give it, expel it out of your aura, release it out of your body. Okay, so any emotions that you've got, good, bad, and everything in between, let it all go. Let go of the fight, the flight, the freeze energy. And we're going to do an exercise on that too. Okay. I think I'll guide you to do the exercise while I keep doing some healing. All right. So let me explain it. This is one kinesthetic exercise that we're going to do together. Okay. And if you can stand up during this, I think it'd be a good idea. Okay. So you're going to physically and psychologically tap into the fear that you've got. And everyone has one or more of these going: the fight, the flight, or the freeze. And we're going to do something kinesthetic and tangible right now to address each one of them and release this charge, this energy out of your body. Okay, so first, let's go with the freeze. Some of your coping mechanisms when you feel fear is to tense up, to freeze, to have like a paralysis kind of feeling, psychologically or physically. So wherever that's stuck in your body at a conscious or subconscious level, I want you to form the intention right now to go to those places in you that feel frozen. Okay, and I want you to just tighten and freeze your body. Okay, tense, tighten, freeze your body. Okay, and hold your breath. And then exhale and move your body, unfreeze your body. If you can stand, stand. So I want you to go from freeze to unfreeze and move. Okay. Let's get this freeze pattern out. Okay. So, again, if you can stand and have more space, please do that. I'm going to continue doing healing while you're doing this. So, everyone, inhale, hold, contract, freeze your body. All that fear, frozen energy about what's happening in the world today, freeze, freeze, freeze. Hold your breath. Okay. Unfreeze, move, flow. Move your arms, move your legs, move your torso. Unfreeze, unfreeze. Good. Unfreeze. Now freeze again. Freeze. Think of all the fear that is out there in the world right now. Freeze. Hold your breath. Tension, tension. Exhale, unfreeze. Move your body. Physically move your body. Unfreeze. Take a deep breath. Okay. Just by doing that, it feels like some of you just already more calmer, like more calm, just to get unfrozen. Okay. We're going to do the next one. Fight. Okay. So, as you can imagine, you're going to put your dukes up. Okay. And you're going to like let the fear energy that wants to be expressed in the fight, like whether like verbally wanting to like fight with people, like a shortness, a temper is coming up. I want you to like let the energy and the vibration of that fight come up and out. And I want you to like do some kickboxing. Okay. So, like move your arms, move your legs, kick, fight. Okay. Fight and release the charge of whatever emotions are coming up for you right now. So go from stillness to fight. You can even make sound. I think most, if not all of you, are on mute, so you can totally make a sound. You can yell, you can grrr, okay? And now come back to stillness. Be still. Fight. Fight again. I have something stuck. Okay? Come back to stillness. Fight again. Fight, fight, fight. Get all that anger and aggression, whatever's there in the fight energy. Okay, come back to freeze or to stillness. Okay. One more. Fight and fight with all your anger, all the tension, all the stress, all the panic that you've got going. Fight, fight, fight. All the things that maybe you've wanted to say to the news or to people who, snatched that last roll of toilet paper, you know, and you had your hand on it already in the grocery store or something. Like, okay, yell out that fight and physically put your dukes up. If you can do the kickboxing, do it via kickboxing. Fight. Get the charge out of your body. Good. Now come back to stillness. Good. Notice how with each one you're getting calmer and calmer. Good. Okay. The next typical way that, the fear energy can try to express itself is through like running away, the flight pattern, like bolting, getting as far away as you can. So, all right, I want you to be able to hear me, so I don't want you to run out the door. Maybe just do it in your imagination, or if you want to physically walk around the room, but make sure you can still hear me. Um, or just do it in your imagination. And I want you to run and bolt and get as far away from all this chaos and drama and scary virus shit and all the panic and frenzy and fear mongering, and run away from it all. Get out, get away, run, run, run from everything that you're resisting. Run away from having to be quarantined or isolated if that's true for you. Run away from being stuck with, people who are family members in a quarantine that, you weren't planning on until, the CDC recommended it, and then, certain schools and jobs enforced it. So run, run, run. Okay. Now come back to stillness. Breathe. Get peaceful and calm. Good. Now run away again. This is the flight part. Okay. Run away. Come on. Get as far away from all these cooties as you can. Run, run, run. In your mind, or running in place or whatever. Just emote that energy, that charge. Good. Now come back to stillness. Do you notice the difference? I'd like you to raise your hand, either like putting your camera on so I can see it, or doing the raise hand button, or typing it in the chat. Are you feeling calmer? Okay, I see. Thank you, Katie. Katie's feeling calmer. Christine, yes, divine calm. Martina's calmer. Maria's calmer, sleepier, good. Wendy's better. Great. Thank you. Yes, Carmen, Terry, great. Oh, good job with getting a sound. Wonderful. Okay, you can put your hands down. So we're going to keep going. Ready to keep going? I mean, we could just call it a day because a lot of you are calmer and that was, the main goal. But if you want to keep learning, then I'll teach you some more stuff. So can I have a yes, I want to keep learning? Either put a hand up or a chat so I know if you want me to keep going. Okay, Martina is a yes. Wendy's a yes. Christine, Maria. Okay. Katie, thank you. Oh, thank you. Is Terry, am I saying it right? Terry? 3:30 a.m. in Finland right now. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate that. And Carmen, yes. Okay. So we're gonna I still want to talk about and do blessings for prosperity and also isolating yourselves from the group energy, okay? And talk about inner and outer safety. So, hmm, so just form the intention that your space bubble, your aura, your energetic space bubble is yours. Okay, so the energy around your body, this is your energy, okay? What's out there is out there. It does not have to influence you the way it's been influencing you. Oh, Terry, yeah, I meant don't stop as I've been waiting for this. Okay, awesome. So thank you for joining us at 3:30 in the morning from Finland. I will keep teaching. Good. Okay. So to me, it's like I'm trying to give you a what it looks like picture energetically. Around the earth right now, it's like this fog, it's like this dark fog of fear and stress and sadness and chaos and it's like a marine layer or something, as an energy around a lot of the planet right now from this global pandemic thing. And and I want you to use your consciousness to say stop. That group energy, that group mass thought form is not mine. I am not that energy. I may be living here on this planet right now, but I am no longer available for the negativity of the world. And if you want to add some more willpower, like touch your ajna between your eyebrows, your ajna chakra, okay? And with your non-dominant hand, use your dominant hand. Okay, and like you're instructing the energy within you and around you. I am no longer available for the negativity of the world. It is not allowed to penetrate my aura. I have healthy boundaries, healthy space, healthy boundaries, and I'm no longer willing to be negatively influenced by whatever chaos and craziness is happening in the world. No, it may not penetrate my aura. Yeah. So you're taking your power back and you're using it for good. Okay. Use some oomph, some willpower in this because you want to counteract the weakness and the smallness that you've been playing at up until this call. Okay, so like engage that will center, that power that you have within you, the divine power through you, and you be unavailable for the negativity of the world, unavailable for the virus energy to come anywhere close to you, unavailable for all sicknesses, all diseases, unavailable for the fear, unavailable for the chaos, unavailable for, and you can keep touching, your ajna and saying this, okay? Unavailable for the drama, unavailable for not having toilet paper and certain household items that, we're accustomed to. I am unavailable for fill in the blank. So I'm going to be silent and let you fill in your own blanks because a couple of you have some customized ones. Like, I'm no longer available for my husband's stress and chaos and fear about the coronavirus, for example. I see it in three of you on that one. So I'm unavailable for fill in the blank and reinforce those boundaries. Terry's palms are tingling the more she listens to me. That's very good. You're feeling the energy and the flow. Good job. And I want you to instruct yourself and your boundaries to be unavailable for these energies for the duration of this outbreak. Okay. So that could mean a good 6 to 8 weeks or longer. That's what a lot of the articles that I read on online today, just to like, how long is this thing going to take? So, you know, people might only be affected for a few weeks, or it might be upwards of a couple months. So, whatever the duration is, I just felt some of you like cringe and like got small again. Okay. So, breathe. Okay. No matter how long, so release that fear. No matter how long this may last, choose to be at peace. Choose to be unavailable for the fear and chaos and negativity that's happening. You have the power. No one can take that away from you. No one can tell you what to feel and what to think. That is your choice. You are not a victim to any of this unless you let yourself be. You have the power to say, whoa, time out, world. We're taking a pause. I've literally done this several times since, this stuff started. I've been noticing it maybe 2 weeks ago. Okay. Maybe 3 weeks ago. Okay. But I've had to pause and say, whoa, world, mass energy, stop. I feel you. And I'm not going to let you fuck up my day. I'm not going to let you take me out of the peace place. Stop. And it's like I literally like distance myself and purge out the funk, get it out of my aura, out of my body, out of my space. Because this is my space and that's out there. Okay. If you've got a bowl with water and salt, like a disposable one or a plastic one that you'd never use for cooking, okay, like you can literally like sweep out the chaos into the salt bowl with water and salt, okay, and just release it, get it out of you. If you want more detailed ways of doing that, pick up a pranic healing book from Master Choa Koksui. It's a really great technique for clearing stuff out. And there's lots of protocols for different kinds of ailments, physical and psychological. There's a very detailed one that I would use for a virus like this. Like if I actually knew anybody who had it, which I don't, but if someone did come to me for healing for it, because it's so long and detailed, it'd probably take an hour and a half to 2 hours, but I could do it. And for something like this, it would be multiple times a week and to clear it out thoroughly. But it's possible. So if you want to, more details on healing, that would be one possible avenue. Okay. Or you can come work with me and I do it all distant. I do all my healings distantly. And given the weird times we're in, I would just create something for you. I wouldn't necessarily make it have to be one of my normal packages where I'm talking to people weekly for 1 to 3 months. I mean, those are my normal packages. I might temporarily, for a couple weeks, allow some a la carte sessions and possibly on a sliding scale if needed, because I'm meant to help and I can and I'd like to. Okay. So if that is of interest to you, then reach out to me after the call is over and we're going to keep going. Okay. So the next subject I want to talk about is inner and outer safety. Okay. So inner safety is what's going on the inside. Safety is an inside job. If we don't feel and think that we're safe, then we're not going to be safe. It has to be a conscious decision, a conscious choice, a choice of empowerment to say, I am safe. Me, as I am safe. And that's, safety in every area of life, physically safe, emotionally safe, mentally safe, spiritually safe. I'm safe from this virus. I'm safe from not having enough toilet paper. I'm safe from, I'm sorry, it's just like a joke everywhere on social media and it kind of makes me laugh. And I just laughed every time I went to a store and didn't see any toilet paper. Thankfully, I have some rules and, I'll get through. But let yourself feel safe. Choose to be safe and breathe and do these practices that I'm guiding you through so that you can own that safety. Nobody can take that away from you. Even if someone was like throwing you in prison or torturing you or abusing you in some way, they can't take your inner safety away unless you let them. They cannot take your power away unless you let them. They cannot make you sick unless you let them. So choose from a place of strong will and consciousness to keep your vibration up, your safety up, your love up, your light out. Okay? And then outer safety is taking the normal precautions, which you can just read on Google, but basic things like washing our hands and not hanging out with people who are sick right now. If you want to um, get a medical grade air filter, air purifier, I recommend that. I bought one a couple weeks ago. I've been wanting one for a long time, and I wished I'd had it when I had bronchitis. And then when this whole thing came down, I just knew, like, okay, it's just time. So I bought one and I love it. The air smells clean. I sleep better at night. I wake up more energized in the morning. I love this medical grade air filter, and you can get it. Some places might still have it on Amazon, but when I went to buy it, they wouldn't ship from Amazon to California because of some sort of rule. So you can try first on Amazon. And if not, you can look at medifyair.com. That's where I got mine. And there's a lot of places that are sold out because other people are getting it too. And I also got one of those necklace, like a hanging necklace air purifier that I wore when I went grocery shopping the last couple of days. So, things like that are physical safety. It's like pray, know that you're safe, and then also be practical. Okay. So it's adding both. It's like the spiritual practice of praying and knowing you're safe and locking your door. you know, simple things like that. And for other outer practices of health safety, just, you know, read one of the numerous articles that are out there. I'd probably go directly to CDC, probably has less hype than some of the other ones. And when you do, make sure that you come from the space of this is my energy, that is out there, and I'm not soaking up any funk. No funk allowed. Not now, not ever. Not anymore. And so you can read it and be neutral. You can choose to read it and be neutral. You can choose to let the media have posts about it and you not be affected. You have the power to do that. Take a deep breath. You have the power to do that. So I want you to turn to yourself. Okay, self, me. Yeah, me. I have the power to do that. I have the power to not take things personally. I have the power. I'm going to speak at you, but I want you to look down at yourself and instruct yourself. Okay. I have the power to not soak up the negativity of the world. I have the power to be able to read or watch something on the media or social media and be unaffected by it. I have the power to remain neutral no matter what is happening in this world. Okay? What else do you have the power for? Talk to yourself. Come on, you can do it. Okay, good. Another deep breath. Good job. Okay. Next one, next topic, prosperity. So, a lot of places, because they're closing down, or at least in the more metropolitan areas, it's not like that everywhere, but, in chunks of California and East Coast and globally, there are places that have closed down, and schools and trains and buses and airports and hotels and things like that. Okay. So it's affected many people's jobs, which is horrible and saddening, right? But how can you let yourself, this is my challenge to you, how can you let yourself have love and compassion for everybody who's going through some sort of financial trial right now and not let it wipe you out, not let it scare you into fear about paying your own mortgage or rent or car payment? Because if you let everybody else's fear leak in and you soak it up like a sponge, then guess what? It's going to start affecting your finances and probably even more than it's been. And people need help right now, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this free call. So put on your prosperity hat, put on your compassion hat, put on your generosity hat, and come from the space of generosity in a time like this. It's so natural for that energy of, like shrink and compact and like mine, 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 my toilet paper. and like hold on to it and like grasp and cling and like out of fear and scarcity and lack, like not want to use more than more than, you know, 2 squares of your toilet paper when you go to the bathroom. Okay. That's scarcity mentality, right? So I want you to let yourself say, okay, this person's prosperity and their energy is out there. This is mine. So let me, at least on the inside, allow for an energy of generosity, prosperity, and abundance. Let myself believe. So I want you to like mentally say this with me, like, I'm letting myself have faith and trust that everything is working out, that somehow everything is working out. And I want you to breathe it in and I want you to mean it. I want you to allow for everything to work out. Good. Now, I want you to clench and get small with like scarcity and not enough, and I don't have any money, and whatever's true for you. Okay. Like savings are low or empty, or I just had to make some unexpected payments and I'm scared now about money, like whatever that is. I want you to like shrink and compact with that and have tension and fear. Okay. And now, and hold your breath. And now exhale, release, expand your space, expand your money space. I'm giving you like tidbits of what I would do in a weekend workshop. Okay. So some of you, if this goes over your head, you can just ask me privately and I'll give you some more insight. Okay. But allow yourselves to open up your money space, allowing prosperity and abundance to come to you in unexpected ways. I want you to allow for blessings of prosperity and abundance to come to you. Breathe it in. May God bless you, your family, your loved ones, students, clients, community, coworkers, your city, your state, your country, this world, all of humanity with prosperity and abundance. Breathe it in. Prosperity and abundance flow into you and to humanity. Let it in. Some of you are blocking it. Tension, harden, soften, receive. Prosperity and abundance in unexpected and expected ways. Let the economy flow, flow, flow. Let there be abundance, generosity, plenty, an energy of abundanza. Breathe, let it in. Good. Let these prosperity blessings go into your entire system, into every facet of your life. Very good. Very good. If you want more prosperity energy, go to the homepage of one of my websites, highlyperceptivepeopleacademy.com. Highlyperceptivepeopleacademy.com. Wendy or Martina, can you type that in for me, please? Into the chat while I keep going. So let the blessings absorb and assimilate into every area of your life. More peace, more calm. Thanks, Martina, for putting that in the chat. More blessings, more calm, more faith, more trust. Faith and trust, literally, like open up to faith and trust that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And it will pass much, much faster the more faith and trust and peace and calm you have. Take personal responsibility for your own internal dialogue. and energy that you are vibrating to this planet right now. It's up to each and every one of us to vibrate at a higher level, a much higher level, to help mitigate what's happening now. It can be neutralized and it will be neutralized much faster the more each and every one of us, you and I, get internally aligned with spiritual qualities like peace, like love, like faith and trust, and keep working on healthy space and boundaries and being unavailable for any negativity or disease or virus or illness of any kind. Be unavailable for that. Let your boundaries be super strong. And then this too shall pass, and pass much, much faster, more easily, more gracefully, because you and I are doing our parts. And we must do our part if we want to get through this faster. Hi, Martina. And who's with you?
Colleen.
Colleen, I've never seen your face. Yay! So glad to have you here. And seeing your bright auras today. Like that lemon color behind you is so joyful on your walls. So those were the main topics that I felt guided to share with you guys today. I hope this has been helpful for you. And if you need more TLC one on one from me, then let's book a healing session and we can do it on a sliding scale or whatever may be needed during this weird time. And um, let's keep being generous with one another and helping each other and this planet so we can all get through this much faster. Any questions or comments before I do a closing prayer? You can either voice them or put them in the chat. You're on mute, Colleen and Martina.
Thank you so much for giving your time and love and energy.
My pleasure. You're welcome. And you're welcome, Carmen and Maria, Martina. Okay. So I think that's a wrap for today. I will stay on the line a little bit longer for anybody else who wants to ask me anything. Um, you're welcome, Katie and Terry and Christine. And Sunday at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, we will do another prayer call. I don't know if I'm going to be doing all these topics, but there will for sure be prayers and healing, and we'll see what else shows up. And if you do have something specific that you want me to include on Sunday, you can ask me, okay? Before the call. Just send me a note or something, okay? All right. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care.